How's it going, everybody? We almost, I say almost, will be finishing Revelation at the same time finishing Matthew. And if you remember, we began Matthew on the exact same day that we began Daniel. Began Daniel and Matthew at the same time. So Matthew is almost a complete page by page turner with Daniel Revelation combined. It's fascinating. And it's possible. Remember, I did Revelation a little different. I didn't do page by page or column by column a little bit. I went letter by letter. So I don't know if that made it closer. Like if it would have even have been closer, or if that would have made it farther apart if I would have made it column by column. But I thought it was just pretty interesting. If you're looking for volume stuff. If I sound a little nasally, yep, I am. I'm not going to work tomorrow. And yep, I have put in my 2 weeks notice. Everybody understands it's nobody's fault. Things just happened. My job had to alter. They had to change my job due to various defections and situations and loss of teachers and so forth. And it was getting a little too stressful for me at 60 years old. And I just said, you know what? It's not y'all's fault, but it's not what I signed up for. And they're like, we understand. This wasn't what we hired you for either. We're just sorry. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And we're just all, it's all good. I'm gonna tell you, that's a tough business nowadays, man. That is one tough business. Anybody in that business? And the tougher the school, the tougher it is. I'm just going to be straight up with you. You can't sugarcoat that. The tougher the school, the tougher it is. Now, schools that might not be tough might be stressful in other ways. Some of them, the parents run the school. That can add to your stress plate. If you know what I'm saying. All right. Oh, all right, get on with it. Let's get on with it. Hang on, let me get us in the right YouTube channel. And so, just for the record, we got 4 views yesterday, 6 views now for Tuesday, 4 views for Monday, 4 views for Sunday. I will say that Tuesday and Wednesday Bible study covers Hell is Not Eternal Torment. Not in the depths, because we don't get into the other types of places, books in the Bible, especially like the New Testament, where Jesus said, don't fear them that can kill the body but not the soul. He said, fear him which can destroy both body and soul in the grave. In the Bible, they put that can destroy both body and soul in hell. Destroy, not torture, not torment. Torment is used twice, and it's very specific when it's used. Very specific. So, and there's other things too. It's in my Hell is Not Eternal Torment playlist on Telling Truth Archive. So be sure to check it out. Be sure to check it out. And if you go to Telling Truth Archives and you want to get the skinny, It seems like I did a pretty, it seems like that Saturday Bible study was also very in depth on hell is not eternal torment, why God has to wipe away our tears. I think it was. Yeah, let me double check that real quick. Yes, well, it was the Saturday Bible study. So, truth be told, Tuesday, Wednesday Bible study, excellent on hell is not eternal torment. Saturday's Bible study, also this past, this past Saturday's Bible study, why God has to wipe away all our tears and hell is not eternal torment kind of thing, just how it all kind of weaves and works together. So they're just great studies, if the Lord calls you to it. If the Lord calls you to it, you'll watch it. I can't make you watch it. That old, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's a very real deal. Very real deal. All right. So, and they took counsel and brought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in. Wherefore that field was called the field of blood unto this day. This was talking about the Judas situation from yesterday. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying, and they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value, and gave them for the potter's field as the Lord appointed me. And Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, art thou the king of the Jews? And Jesus said unto him, thou sayest. In other words, are you saying you're are you God? Are you Jesus? Are you the king of the Jews? And Jesus is saying, well, that's what you're saying. You said it. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto him, hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? In other words, aren't you hearing everything they're saying about you? And he answered him to never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. And Jesus was mum. He didn't say a word. And that kind of took Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate by surprise. Now at the feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barnabas. I don't think I need to retell that for you. I think you know the story of Barnabas. You're following the narrative here. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you, Barnabas or Jesus, which is called Christ? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. In other words, he knew that they sent Jesus to him to be killed because they were very jealous and envious of Jesus. Now let's get into what I do believe will be the wiping away of the tears that we were speaking about in Saturday and Tuesday and Wednesday's Bible study. So again, that's Saturday and then Tuesday, Wednesday. Tremendous Bible studies on the subject. Tremendous Bible studies on the subject. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. This is not where there's any weeping and gnashing of teeth by the goats, because they've been dealt with. So when it speaks of when you see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom, well, the goats won't. This is the new heaven and the new earth. That was the 1,000-year millennial kingdom. That's why there's a 1,000-year millennial kingdom, that it's separate. And no, we're not in it now, as some idiot likes to say. It just boggles my mind. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God. Now, when I was daydreaming a little bit, so my apologies. Let's get back to a new heaven and a new earth. And let's get back to the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. This all goes back to all things are made new. And you're not going to have a memory of it. You won't remember the touchdown you scored, or when you lost your virginity, or when that girl broke up with you, or when you got that divorce, or when that child was born, or when you married your wife, or your second wife, or your third wife, or how you were killed for Jesus. Don't remember any of it. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. And God shall wipe away all, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. I said it right. I don't know why I thought I interjected all in the wrong place. And there shall be no more death. So why is God wiping away the tears? Because they saw the judgment of their loved ones. All sheep have more loved ones. Let's just say in the last century. Okay. Not the last century. Let's just say the last 1,500 to 2,000 years. Okay. I'm not going to go back to the Israelite times for that. But all sheep of the new covenant, give or take, I don't know, a few, know more friends and family that were goats than they do sheep. And there's some sheep that never knew any other sheep. And there's many, many, many goats at judgment that had never met a sheep. They just never met one. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, because all the judgment's gone. You got these new heavenly bodies. Neither is there any more sorrow. See, you don't remember your past. Nor crying. See, you don't remember your past. Neither shall there be any more pain. See, you're not going to remember your past. It's just being with God. Constant. For the former things are passed away. You can't remember a thing. And he that sat up upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. You don't remember a thing moving forward. I make all things new. Your brain's a clean slate. You don't have a brain anymore. It's not even a brain. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, it is done. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of water of life freely. Folks, when you see your goat loved ones weeping and gnashing of teeth and you're crying, you're going to feel horrible for them, but you're not going to be mad at God about it. You're just not. You're going to feel bad for them and for yourself. It's your last bit of flesh that there is before he makes all things new. Anyway, love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.